Alberta, Ontario, and Saskatchewan are banding together in hopes of advancing major energy and trade projects across the country, following the signing of a memorandum of understanding on Tuesday morning. It's time to think big. It's time to bring our critical minerals, oil, natural gas, and energy to new markets across the globe. Alberta just sealed a massive pipeline deal with Ontario and Saskatchewan, creating a direct link from Western Canada's oil and gas to refineries in southern Ontario. We understand the strength of a united front, but we cannot achieve our shared provincial goals without cooperation from the federal government. This bold move is designed to eliminate bottlenecks and give these provinces full control over their energy future. Alberta knows this. Saskatchewan knows this. Ontario knows this. And it's time for the federal government to recognize it as well. And let's be honest, this isn't just about wanting more pipelines. It's a full-blown panic response to the never-ending disaster that is Line 5. You know, the pipeline running through Michigan, sitting underwater, waiting to either break or be banned by the governor. The tunnel solution is still pending. The risk, sky high. Southern Ontario is floating ideas for a deep-sea port in James Bay. This builds on the agreement by Alberta Premier Danielle Smith. And before anyone says, oh, but Canadians hate pipelines, sit down. Because polls now show that over 70% of people in most provinces actually support them. Yes, even Quebec is on board. A majority of people there now support pipelines. Let that sink in. The same Quebec that once treated pipelines like some sort of cursed energy demon has now said, fine, bring the oil, just don't spill it. 10 years ago, this would have been political suicide. Today, it's just Tuesday. If there's no separate pipeline, we'd have to find another route so we can bring more oil to Eastern Canada. The vision they're pushing isn't one big shiny line. It's a web. They want corridors, multiple routes, multiple endpoints. Think Thunder Bay, think James Bay, think Prince Rupert. Even Churchill is making a cameo. And they're not stopping at pipelines. They're talking rail, ports, ships, the whole transportation buffet. Doug Ford has also talked about the potential of a pipeline route going up to James Bay, and with icebreakers, there's a way to push a route over to the East Coast and onto Europe. But here's the kicker. Ottawa is still hovering in background like a grumpy landlord threatening to cancel your lease. There's what the provinces want. And then there are 9 bad laws crowding the room like energy vampires. That includes Bill C-69, a classic federal wall of no. Plus, there's the emissions cap, which basically says, nice oil you've got there. Would be a shame if you couldn't produce it. Meanwhile, the provinces are out here promising guaranteed volumes just to convince investors they're serious. It's like they're applying for a loan, and Ottawa is the angry dad saying no one's good enough. The country needs to change its approach to major projects of national interest. When we did polling to see how people felt about pipelines, we found over 70% support. Now let's get into the juicy stuff, the routes. Thunder Bay is the first plant on deck. Alberta crude would get piped out there, loaded onto ships, and sent to eastern refineries. It's the backup to the backup, a lifeboat for when Line 5 inevitably hits an iceberg. Then there's James Bay, where Doug Ford and Danielle Smith want to go full Captain Canada with deep-sea port dreams and icebreakers like it's the 1800s again. The goal? Export directly to Europe. Skip the drama, skip the detours, just sail out and sell. I support pipelines to the northeast and west. I'd like to see all of them built. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Apparently, every pipeline engineer in the country agrees on one thing. The northwest British Columbia coast is the jackpot. Smith says they've all told her the best shot at building a major new line is heading to Prince Rupert. Why? Because it already exports propane. It's aiming to become Canada's second biggest port. And here's the kicker. It only takes 8 days to get to Korea or Japan. 8 days. That's like ordering oil and having it delivered faster than your Amazon package. This was today's important update. We want to make it absolutely clear that our videos never include any kind of misinformation. Canadian Nexus is dedicated to bringing you verified and trustworthy news from across Canada, from politics to society and everything in between. If you value truth and facts, you're in the right place. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Canadian Nexus channel. Thank you.